Deli, appetizers and cocktails from the grill, or even a wood-fired steak from Harvey's. Choice is the perfect gift. An all-in-one gift card from Eat With Us.
How did you sleep last night? Find better sleep at Roonshur's Memorial Day sale. King mattresses starting at $4.99, up to $1,000 off Beauty Rest and $1,200 off Heirloom. Plus, find the newest sensations in Nectar mattresses. Sleep better, live better, and save more. Only at Roonshur Tupelo.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather this morning.
Well, good morning, and welcome into Mississippi Live Weather this morning. As always, thank you so much for tuning in with us and starting off your day with us here on Mississippi Live Weather. Happy Thursday out there to you. Here's a few things you need to know as you're hitting the door this morning. Number one is we're seeing a slightly cooler day ahead. If you got any outside plans, it's going to be very nice through the day. If you don't have any outside plans, maybe you need to start making some because the rain continues to stay away. Today, even our weekend looking drier and also looking warmer. Warmer weekend is on tap out there for us. So I encourage you, while we have the nicer day today, again, even more reason to get out and enjoy it. Why is it so nice out there? We'll take a look at our Mississippi Live satellite and radar. High pressure in place, and we're on the backside of this cold front that shifted through the area yesterday. And you haven't been watching us, you might not know it because it didn't bring any rainfall, just brought a few clouds out there. Now we're seeing a lot of sunshine to kick off our Thursday. Again, high pressure in place, going to be keeping that sunshine in all day long. Here's a few views outside in North Mississippi. This one over in Ackerman. Showing you this one specifically because the Ackerman camera saw a lot of fog yesterday. Now we can finally see the tree line and the ground and beautiful blue skies over there in Ackerman. That's the story across the board. Another look in Winona, another area that was dealing with fog yesterday morning that's not this morning. Clear conditions in terms of the ground coverage, no fog, and also the sunshine out there, lots of blue skies. Temperatures in the middle 50s over in Winona. That's one thing to note. It is back cooler this morning, and some of us even dipping into the 40s. 44 in Holly Springs, 49 in Senatobia, 49 New Albany, 49 even stretching down into Bruce, but a majority in the 50s after that. 53 in Tupelo, 50 in Amory, 55 in Starkville, 54 in Kosciuszko, 55 over there in Greenwood. Either way, though, starting off cooler, might need the coat, at least a light jacket as you're headed out the door for you and the kiddos this morning. Your first 12 hours ahead, you can expect temperatures to stay in the 50s into your 7 o'clock hour. Eventually, we'll get into the 60s by 10, middle 70s by 1, and most of us are going to be sticking in the 70s all day long. That's why I said it's going to be a little bit cooler out there. Middle to upper 70s are going to be the story through your afternoon hours. And as you can see there, plentiful sunshine throughout the day. Barely tracking a cloud, so we're not going to be tracking any rain out there. Temperatures go back into the low 70s as we head 7 o'clock and on. Now, today is cooler than average for us here across the Magnolia State, but heat is close by and it's also on the way. Take a look at where we're seeing above average temperatures for your day ahead across the plains in the United States, even seeing record high temperatures possible from the northern portion of the state of Texas into Oklahoma, stretching into portions of Colorado as well. Everywhere else within this red region, seeing temperatures up to 15 to 20 degrees above normal. So off to the west, temperatures definitely warm out there and well above average. That heat is going to continue to spread off east. So even though we're not dealing with it today because we're seeing that cold front on the south side or on the north side of that cold front, eventually we'll see heat return to the forecast, especially as we head into the weekend and into the work week ahead. So it's out to our west now, but it's going to be coming into play the further on we get into your 7-day forecast. So again, enjoy the nice conditions while we have them. We'll talk about how warm things are going to be getting this weekend and into next week. Coming up, we'll have a full look at your weekend forecast and of course a full look at your 7-day forecast coming up right after this.
At First Choice Bank, we know you can't always make it before the bank closes. With our integrated teller, you can talk to a live person as late as 7 p.m. on weekdays and noon on Saturdays. It's not just an ATM, it's an ITM. First Choice Bank, your choice for banking.
Looking for a place to finally call home? At Tupelo Home Center, we make it easy. From finding the perfect home to making financing a breeze, we'll take care of everything. Your new home is closer than you think. Pre-qualify today at TupeloHomeCenter.com.
At Vibe Aesthetics and Wellness, we believe confidence isn't just how you look, it's how you feel. From subtle, natural aesthetics to personalized wellness care, everything we do is intentional. This is beauty with purpose. At Vibe Men's Health, we take that same approach. We focus on what matters most: strength, energy, and performance. Built on real data, real medicine, and real results, we're here to help you look better, feel stronger, and live fully. Come vibe with us today.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggye McCauley.
Hey, and welcome back into the Room to Room Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Maggye McCauley. Happy Thursday out there to you. Thanks for sticking with us here on Mississippi Live Weather. We have a full forecast to get into, so here's a look outside to start it off over in Noxubee County, Macon, Mississippi. Another place that has dealt with fog this week, but now looking good to go out on the roadways in Macon, and beautiful blue skies off in the distance. That's the story across the board. Temperatures in the upper 50s down there in Macon, so a little bit warmer than a lot of our other areas are seeing. Let's talk about what you're going to be seeing over in Oxford, a little bit further off to the north. Still a lot of blue skies, but temperatures a little bit cooler out there. Take a look at this over in Lafayette County, seeing nice conditions out there and temperatures again in the 40s to start off. We got graduation happening today over at Mississippi State. If you're headed to it or know anybody else that's graduating, congrats to them. We'll see temperatures by 9 a.m. in the 60s, noon in the 70s, 3 p.m. into the 80s over at State. Definitely going to be seeing a nice day ahead, especially for those morning graduations. Definitely going to be nice to have that cap and gown on when temperatures are in the 50s and 60s. Here's a look at high temperatures across the board for your Thursday. A lot of it's in the 70s, but like in Starkville, some 80s out there as well into your afternoon. 77 in New Albany, 77 in Holly Springs. Same story in Oxford, 75 in Booneville. Then you get into the 80s. The further south you go, Eupora, Starkville, Columbus, near 80. Same story in Macon, 82 over in Kosciuszko, 82 over in Belzona. Our normal high from this time of year is 82. A majority of us sitting below that, at least a degree or two this afternoon. So enjoy the nice and below average conditions while we have them. Here's a look at the temperature setup across the United States today. Like I was showing you earlier, well above average temperatures setting off to our west. The western half of the United States today is still seeing the heat. However, due to that front coming through, we are seeing here in the eastern United States below average conditions from Illinois across the Magnolia State and off into the East Coast. So enjoy them while we have them, because let's talk about temperatures tomorrow. Already back in the 80s area wide. So 80s returning for everybody to round out your work week. Friday afternoon, 84 in Holly Springs, 85 in Bruce, 83 in Amory, 83 down in Macon, 88 in Greenwood, 88 or 89 in Belzona. Seeing some heat trying to return off in the Delta tomorrow. I think most of us are going to be in the 80s, but some 90s trying to creep out there. Definitely a warm day, though, to round out your work week, sitting from below average today to a few degrees above average tomorrow. In terms of rainfall, we're going to be seeing dry conditions to round out the work week today. Seeing high pressure, you can see it just to our north, sliding off to the east, keeping us dry, keeping us clear, sun up to sundown. Going into your Friday, we'll see a little bit more cloud cover in the picture. High resolution models trying to creep in some rain here, but I think we're going to be dry. That's 6 a.m. and then this is 6 p.m. Still seeing mainly dry conditions, just some clouds off in the forecast. We could see, though, a few light showers trying to creep in as we head overnight and then into your Saturday. This weekend, slight chances of rain through the day, but we're not looking at anything widespread, and the majority of us will just see clouds and definitely well above average temperatures. We're talking about temperatures on Saturday, all of us in the middle 80s, Sunday, all of us in the upper 80s, and definitely on Sunday, there could be some 90s around as well. So warm days ahead for both Saturday and Sunday. Definitely a weekend where you're going to want to be near a body of water, or at least have the water bottle handy. Here's a look at high temperatures over the next 7 days. We're 80s into your weekend, and those conditions stick around to the work week. We're talking about upper 80s Monday and Tuesday. So if you don't hit 90 on your Sunday, likely to hit it maybe Monday and Tuesday, especially for the southern half of our area. I'm talking Starkville, Columbus, Louisville, Macon. you're likely going to be near 90 degrees as we head Monday to Tuesday. Just definitely warm out there. And then we kind of start to step it downward going late week. And that's due to our next chances of rain coming in the picture. Take a look at your temperature outlook May 20th through the 24th. We're definitely looking to round out May on the warmer side of things. But if you were with us yesterday, these colors continue to get lighter and lighter, and the heat continues to push further and further off to the east, but still looking to be above average, at least slightly, as we're rounding out the month of May. So I can't tell you enough to get outside and enjoy the cooler conditions while we do have them. 70s today. Overnight low is going to be back in the 50s for your Friday morning, so you and the kiddos probably still going to need the coat as you're headed out the door. 80s for Friday, middle to upper 80s Saturday and Sunday as well. So definitely warm weekend ahead. About a 10% chance of rain, maybe a passing shower Saturday and Sunday. Not enough to bump it up to a 20% chance for it to be shown on your 7-day, but just want you to note that in case you're going to be outside. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday looking like better rain chances, especially further on into the work week. I'm thinking Tuesday through Thursday, looking at our best chance of some showers re-entering the picture for us here in North Mississippi. And as rain comes in, then our temperatures do bump down. So that's going to be the story over the next 7 days. The heat returns, and then once rain comes into the picture, temperatures slowly going to be going back to where we were, right back to average. So we have rain going into next week. We do next week. I up with our forecast. We're going to talk more about those rain chances coming up at 7. So got any questions about when the rain's going to be getting here, how widespread it's going to be, and if there's any severe possibilities with it, we'll answer all of those questions coming up at 7.
I have been going to Tupelo Smiles my whole life. When I was a kid, I was unhappy about some uneven coloring on my teeth after getting my braces off, which at the time there really wasn't a fix. I was recently made aware of a solution that would totally fix it, which is exactly what we did. They not only heard my concerns, but they never stopped looking to solve my problem, and that's why I love Tupelo Smiles.